I told you never to call me on this wall. This is an unlisted wall. But since you're here, you might as well check out my latest game pickups. So first off, for the games, I got some game-related stuff. I had this Mega Man 11 anniversary book for his 30th anniversary, whatever. It's a hardcover book, and it actually starts off with kind of like a walkthrough of the 11th game. You can kind of see it there. Sorry, and then it gets into like, hold on a sec, the history of the franchise and all of that. You know, some great artwork in here. It's an awesome book. Definitely a must-have item for any Mega Man fan. It's I think it was about like $15. Now, the World Nintendo minifigures from the latest wave. I got 2 figures. It's Hammer Bro and Dry Bones. Yeah, they've been really focusing on the Mario figures lately, but if that's the case too, what I would love to see would be a Spiny and a Ninja, which the Spiny, I think, is that I can see happening. The Ninja, which is, hold on a sec, which is these guys, that one's a little more, I don't know, hard to say, because those are kind of one of those characters that kind of just pop up every now and then, so, but still, like I said, I would love to see that happen. But now let's get into the games here. First off, most of it's just like 6th gen and up, not really too much retro, well, yeah. But anyway, I got a couple of Dreamcast games. This one's been on my list for a while. Expendables. It's a overhead shooter with, it's kind of like an arcade feel to it, actually. It's really good. I like it. I've been enjoying it. Challenging, too. It's kind of hard. The other game is Ooga Booga. Yeah, this is a, I think the best way to describe it, it's kind of like an arena fighting game. It's for 4 players, too, which is great. It was, I guess it was, you know, a game, if you look at, like, the back, you know, it was a game you could play online, which, yeah, not that, I don't know if anybody plays Dreamcast online anymore, but whatever. Because I know pretty sure they brought the servers back up or so, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so you're on, like, islands, you know, like little islands, and then you run around beating the crap out of each other for points. Like, you whack each other with the staff, and you throw shrunken heads at each other. You can ram each other with boars and stuff. You know, ride on boars and ram each other, which, that's kind of just like the abridged version. There's a little bit more to it than that, but, yeah, it's a simple game, but actually pretty fun. And I just dropped one of the games. So, yeah. I got a couple of PS2 games, which, funny, these were games that I've been wanting to play since the 6th gen, but despite picking them up, I haven't even played them yet. So anyways, that's iNinja and Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Now, iNinja was, let me get a little off topic for a second. One of the things I loved about the 16-bit era was all the different third-party platformers, character mascots that would kind of just come and go. Some were more successful than others. And we kind of saw this up to the 6th gen, which I think that's where they started to kind of fizzle out. And I feel like that's what this game was. It was, you know, just one of those mascots that didn't really catch on and fade into obscurity. Then, I loved the X-Men Legends games, and I was thinking about them quite a bit recently, and I was like, you know, I really ought to look into those Marvel Ultimate Alliance games, especially since there's a 3rd one coming out. So, yeah, I got the first one, because I actually bought it online, and it came with a Captain America, what the hell do you call it? Patch. Sorry, the word I wanted to say pin, but I was like, it's not pin. But anyway, yeah, it came with that. Not a huge Captain America fan, but still, that's kind of cool. Now we're going to jump into current gen. First, for the X1, I got Halo Wars 2, which I've been wanting to get this for a while because these type of strategy games I'm not too crazy about, but I love Halo and I liked the first game, so I decided to pick it up. It's been, you know, $40 for a while, so it's good. It's not like jaw-drop or anything. It's not a game that's like, it's not a must-play game, we'll put it that way. But, you know, I played a little bit of it so far, and it's good. It takes place in between the 5th and 6th game, so. Next I have Titanfall 2, which I'm really not a fan of EA, I'm not going to go into all the details or anything, but here's the thing. My brother got this, almost a year ago, and he was telling me all about it, and I was like, oh, that sounds kind of cool, so I watched some of the reviews on it, and I was like, wow, I really ought to look into this game. Kept putting it off, and then people were saying that you can literally now buy it, this is what I did, you can buy it online new for like $5, and I was like, I don't really like to give EA money, but, millions of people are gonna do that anyway, and besides, might as well buy the game new for $5 rather than, like, used for 20 or whatever. So anyway, about the game, the multiplayer is cool. It's kind of like Call of Duty, which is not really my thing, but calling in your Titan, which is basically like an AI mech, it brings like a nice different pace to it. And what was I? The Titans, like, you can do all kinds of really cool things with them. Like, you can sabotage somebody else's by, like, jumping on or ziplining onto it. You can the Titans can do like almost like fatal, not call it fatalities, but it's kind of the general idea. You can do those to each other. Like, for example, like, you can rip into the Titan, like, and rip out the pilot and crush them or something. It's kind of cool. But then the campaigns, it's awesome. The campaign is blew me away. I'm still like halfway through it or whatever, but and with the campaign, it almost has like a Blaster Master feel to it, because you have to jump out of a Titan to, like, hit a switch to open a door or something like that, and, the main character and the Titan, like, interact with each other in the game and stuff. It's awesome. I can't say too much. I don't want to give too much away. I actually left off at a part in the game, where you got this, like, device. I don't know if this is for the whole game or, like, the rest of the campaign. It might just be for this one scenario, but I got this device. I'm in, like, an old facility which has been, like, abandoned and destroyed. And you have this device which actually, like, turns back time. Like, literally, like instantaneously. So it's like, you have to use it to navigate through the area. Like, for example, if there's a door that's, like, broken, like, it's not working, you flip the device, and then you go back to the old time when the door was working so you can get through and stuff, and then you encounter enemies and stuff, so you can, flip the, you can, like, use this to, like, sneak up behind them and stuff. It's really cool. And you fight, like, soldiers, robots, aliens, and things like that. And you fight other Titans, which I've already fought 2 of them, which that's awesome, the different Titans. The Titans have all kinds of different weapons that you can equip, and different, like, accessible type item things. One of my favorite things is, I think it's called, like, it's almost like a gravitational shield, which, like, you can use to catch bullets and shoot them back, and it kind of reminds me of that scene from the movie District 9. Excuse me, I'm getting thirsty here. Oh, that's refreshing. But anyway, now we're going to move on to the Switch, so first I got Starlink, the Battle for Atlas. About this part right here, I might take, like, a Sharpie or something and just color over that, because, yeah. Anyway, this is actually a multi-plat game, but I went with the Switch version because I feel like it has a little bit more extra content, so to speak. It's almost like an open-world adventure game, but instead of you're a ship, and instead of exploring just one world, you're, like, going throughout the galaxy and stuff. Now, as for the game, it's also one of those toy-to-life type of games, which I thought was kind of strange, because that market's not dead, but it's not exactly lively either. So, this bundle, it came with, where the hell is he? Mason, who's the main character. Then it came with Fox McCloud, which is exclusive to this version. The Arwing, which is also exclusive to this version. A couple of weapons. And a thing to hold your Joy-Cons and weapon and stuff. So, I'm not sure how like the PS4 and Xbox version work, but this is how this one works. It's first you put your Joy-Cons in here, which I don't know if you'd want to play it with, which I'll show you what I mean in a minute. And then you take your pilot, like this, because like I said, this is one of those toy-to-life type of games. Take the pilot, take the ship. You can actually, darn it, detach the wings if you want. Then you attach the weapons on here. Then you attach the ship. What was that? To this part. And when you have the Joy-Cons in, this part, like, right here will light up, or somewhere on there. Oh no, it's this part right here that lights up, like the booster thing, whatever. Yeah, it's, you know, so I don't know if you'd want to play the game like this, but that's like how you unlock extra stuff. And of course, I think I put that on backwards, actually. Yeah, whatever. I learned my lesson with the first Skylanders game, which that was like years ago. I was like, I'm just gonna buy like a few extra things, and I'm not, you know, that's gonna be it. I'm not gonna, just to give myself a little bit of a variety. I'm not gonna get like carried away. So first off, I got a couple of the other bundles, so to speak. You can buy like bundles that come with a ship, a weapon, and a pilot, or you can buy a pilot by themselves, or you can buy like 2 weapons, things like that. But so one of them I got was this ship, which came with its pilot, whose name is Hunter. He's kind of like a samurai type guy, and I believe he came with this weapon. Then I got one of the weapon 2-packs, which was these 2 ones. Then I got 2 other pilots, which were Razor, who's kind of like this heavy metal chick, and this guy whose name is Eli. He's like kind of like a alien, what the hell's gunslinger type of guy. And that's it. Like, I was like, I'm not buying any more. I'm not gonna get carried away or anything, like I said. But yeah, moving on from that game. You know, it is a good game. I've been enjoying it. Some might find it a bit tedious, like, because it's, you have to, like, just kind of do a lot of running around, like, scavenging type of stuff, but I've been enjoying it. Oh, almost forgot. I got a couple of, I guess you could call these, like, third-party pro controllers, but, I've been having a lot of good luck with them. I haven't had any problems. So I got a wired Donkey Kong one, and a wireless Legend of Zelda one. Yeah, they work really well. Like I said, I haven't had any problems with them. But back into the Switch games, I got the SNK 40th Anniversary Collection. Now this is a pretty cool collection. It's like a lot of like the older arcade games, like 70s, 80s, that kind of stuff. So you're not going to see like Metal Slug or Samurai Showdown here, but there's still some pretty good gems. Yeah, that's about it, I guess. But you know who I would love to see make a collection like this of their old arcade games? Sega. Yeah, because one of the games, which I actually mentioned, talked about it in my arcade vlog video that I did back in August. I'll put the link to that video in the description if you want to watch it. But, yeah, that, yeah, the game was Quartet. It's kind of like a platformer shooter puzzle game. It's awesome. The music is really good. It's a really good game. So I'd love to see Sega make a collection like that, like I said. And finally, the last game, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. What can I say? Oh my god, this game is just absolutely mind-blowing. Obviously I knew it was going to be awesome, but it still, like, blew away all my expectations, yeah. Now, of course, with the newcomers, the character I was so excited to see was Ridley. So, naturally I had to get the Ridley amiibo. I didn't get any of those, but just Ridley for now. I might get some of the others, I don't know. There's no longer trophies, there's actually spirits, which is kind of cool. It's a nice touch. You can use them to, you can level them up and, kind of use them to customize your battles and stuff like that. And the multiplayer is awesome. One thing that I actually really liked was, well, let me back up a bit. One of the things that actually kind of disappointed me with the Wii U game, or the previous one, is that you literally have everyone, and then you only unlock, 8 characters. Whereas in this one, it was like the opposite. You start with the 8 originals, and then you have to unlock everyone else, which there's a variety of ways to do it, but I kind of did it the old-fashioned way by just, like, pretty much like everything you do. Like, you beat the classic mode with somebody, challenger approaching, you play a couple of matches, like brawl, duel, whatever. Yeah, challenger approaches, like, because I unlocked about, I think, like, 5 or 6 characters, maybe 7, the first day, because I got it on launch day. The next day, because Saturday is a very busy day for me, played it a little bit and unlocked a couple more characters. Then my brother came over on Sunday, we played it for like 4 hours, unlocked like another 11 characters. And the adventure mode, which is part of the spirit mode, it's pretty cool. It's kind of like in Smash Brothers Brawl, when you had basically when Taboo turns everyone into trophies, and the only ones that are left are Luigi, King Dedede, and Ness, who I have to go back and like save everyone and stuff. That's kind of what the adventure mode is like, you know. But except it's not really like a beat 'em up; it's more like a fighting game. But still, it's pretty cool. And the classic mode is just, oh my god, it's awesome. They like kind of changed it up a bit, so it's like almost like each character has their own unique story. Like, let me put it like Bowser, for example. His is like, I think it's like each of them has their own unique name and story, so to speak. Even though it's like Bowser, I think it's called the Red One, every Red One, or something like that. So it's like he fights all red enemies, you know, all characters that are red, like Diddy Kong, I think is one of them, Incineroar and stuff. And then why is he doing this? Oh, because Mario's red and Mario's his arch enemy. See what I'm saying? And then it's like with Mega Man, they kind of made it so it was supposed to be like Mega Man 2, so it's like you fight characters that almost resemble that era. Like I think Samus was one, so it's almost the most. I think it was Samus. I forget, but it was like it's almost like she represents Metal Man, and then you fight Captain Falcon, who represents like Quick Man, and then you fight. At the end, you fight Mewtwo, which is like supposed to represent the alien that you fight in Mega Man 11 at the end of the game. But yeah, that's. I don't know what else I could say about the game. It's absolutely amazing. If you have the Switch or plan on getting it, you have to get this game. It's absolutely amazing. So, that's all my pickups for this season, the winter, whatever. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a nice day.